10 ways to make money online in foreclosure. So if you're in foreclosure, you're facing a sheriff sale, you're facing an auction, you actually are in pre-foreclosure or you're facing a bankruptcy, and you're trying to figure out how you're going to come up with the money to be able to pay for it, you need to watch this video. Stay tuned. What's up, everybody? Welcome to AskRinde. I'm Rinde Adebayo, digital entrepreneur, real estate entrepreneur, and top producing agent here in New Jersey. And welcome to AskRinde. If it's your first time at the channel, please hit the subscribe button and smash the like button. I do videos about foreclosure, income, and credit, and I'd love to have you as a part of our growing network all around the country. So this is something that I've been doing for years now, helping people that I've dealt with clients all over the country in foreclosure. And basically, if you've ever been in a situation where you dealt with a foreclosure, you know that it's a financial problem. And so through the years, I've had to come up with ways to be able to do two things: help people create time and also help people create income. Some quickly, some had a little bit of time, but the idea and the whole theory behind it was the fact that they needed income. They needed a way to be able to either supplement their jobs and the income that they had currently that was not enough to be able to help them, or they needed a boost. They needed a quick shot of money and infusion to be able to help them, put them in a position to either reinstate the mortgage or work out whatever plan they were working out with the bank. Now, these are just 10 of the income hacks that I have in Foreclosure Hacks, my course that I created specifically for helping you to stop foreclosure, showing you how to actually reinstate your home, how to reposition yourself, and hack the foreclosure process. Stop it right in its tracks, put the bank up against their back. So feel free to get that course. Click the link below to be able to get that. Again, these are just 10 of my income hacks out of dozens that are in Foreclosure Hacks. So make sure you check that out and click the link below. So we're going to be talking about active income, passive income, and all the different ways that we can actually generate income to be able to help you stop the foreclosure. Some of them are online, some of them are offline, but they are mixed, and some of them are a mix of both. Your situation may require both. You may have a situation where you require a lump sum of money. You may have a situation where you need to be able to have your monthly income bumped up by either a few hundred or a few $1,000s. Either way, my income hacks regarding foreclosure will definitely help you and help you reposition you, put you in a different situation. So the first one we're going to talk about is Mechanical Turk, and this is an Amazon website or Amazon product, and this is part of their crowdsourcing marketplace. I'm not sure if many of you know this, but Amazon does have a hub where they crowdsource and they match people who are pretty much requesters with people who can actually facilitate the work. So that's what this website is about. It's called Amazon Mechanical Turk, or you can go to mturk.com. And as you see here, it says make money in your spare time. This is where, people have these menial or small projects that they need done. Some are small, some are larger, and they actually will post these within the marketplace to people who can facilitate that. So it's kind of like a matchmaking, doing things that the requester are not able to do or doesn't have the time to do or wants to outsource and pay somebody to do it. As you will see, there are a lot of industries that are on here, from companies to individuals who will pay people to be able to do everything from data processing to gather information for them, to do research, to basically do things that they just don't have the time to do. So it's kind of like an outsourcing. And the way they pay would be generally through Amazon payment, and also they can pay you with the Amazon gift card. What you want to do on this website is make sure that you go after the high paying hits, because the average range of what you can expect is about $6 to $10 per hour. Some people have said they make more, but on the average, for the majority of people, it's about $6 to $10, that you're going to be looking at. Now, just keep this in mind. You want to avoid the low paying hits, because the low paying hits are pretty much not worth your time. They're pennies on the dollar. The high paying hits are worth it. And you also want to make sure that you keep your rating high, because just like everything else online, you are being rated, and basically you're able to rate your experience. They're able to rate their experience with you, and you can rate your experience with them.
And that's the new world that we live in. We live in a rating world, rating system. So you can find work on here. I recommend this for people who are home, who don't, basically may not be working in between work. But then also when you come home from work, let's say if you are working currently and you need to make extra money, this is something that you can do right from home. If you have any questions regarding this, go to mturk.com and you can learn more. And also if you need to contact them, you can go to their contact us button here, and basically under worker, mturk.com/worker/contact us. All right, so that's Amazon Mechanical Turk for you. If you have any questions, you want to get more information on it, please check the website out and let me know your experience.
All right, guys. So this next income stream for actually making money online is probably one of the most important that I can share with you. And that is a website called ClickFunnels, clickfunnels.com. I can't tell you how much of an impact this has been, a game changer in the online space in the last few years. Many times when people are trying to connect to a brand or person or company that they've never heard of, we've all been used to and accustomed to these websites that are so much you've got to scroll through and you got to go through all of that. ClickFunnels is pretty much based on the premise of basically getting straight to the point, leading the customer and engaging them directly on what they're interested in and leading them from the initial contact all the way through to where they can actually reach the offer that they want. And so it's the process of a funnel. It's called the sales funnel. And we've all lived it, but there's never been kind of like so pronounced and on the surface to where we can know and absorb and be able to see the sales process. And so ClickFunnels, I consider it an asset because it's something that you can monetize for so many ways. Most people know of the affiliate program with ClickFunnels. They do have an affiliate program. And I did an in-depth training on this within Foreclosure Hacks, where you can actually, by signing up with ClickFunnels, create funnels that you can then sell to local businesses. Some that are willing to pay you $500, $700, $1,000, $1,500, $2,500, and so on and so forth, depending on basically simply developing a funnel that will help them to be able to draw more clients to their businesses. Now, some of you may know I have a marketing agency, and this is what we do. We develop sales funnels for people, chiropractors, dentists, auto mechanics, plumbers, you name it, to be able to have a one-page funnel that people and their clients can go to that has an offer on there, some sort of incentive that's giving them, a discount of some sort, and they're able to not only capture the email, but engage the client, and the client gets directly to what they're there for. And so it's powerful. They also have an affiliate program, which I'm going to leave a link for below. You can check it out. It's free 14-day trial. And one thing I like about ClickFunnels, many people don't realize is to understand that ClickFunnels is a major marketing company. They are always coming up with new challenges and new ways to be able to monetize. And so if you have anything that you're selling online or anything that you can think of, any business that exists out there, they can benefit from ClickFunnels because you can create a funnel for pretty much anything. They also have always events going, one of which is the One Funnel Away Challenge. And that is basically a new offer that they've come up with that is based on the premise of they've put together all these millionaires and all these successful people and given them a challenge pretty much and asked them the question, if everything was taken away from them, if they lost everything tomorrow, what would they do to be able to get back on top? What would they do to be able to turn the tide and get back to where they are right now? It's called the One Funnel Away Challenge. It's pretty much based on the fact that you're only one funnel away from success. You're only one funnel away from becoming a multimillionaire. And we saw that the owner of ClickFunnels, Russell Brunson, was able to raise $3 million within a few minutes at Grant Cardone's event. And so it's a powerful tool. I can share with you that right now, currently, I think I have about, I want to say 14 funnels. There are people that I know that have several hundred funnels out there. Just imagine several hundred funnels, and each one has an offer.
So when you're online and you're perusing through, there's a whole world going on behind, and you're able to get in on the action by signing up with ClickFunnels and using that. So let's say, for example, if you would ask me and I'm like in foreclosure and I'm dealing with a situation where I need to come up with money, what I would do is definitely get ClickFunnels. Right now, I'm on the plan of $97 a month. And so with that, that allows you X amount of funnels. I believe it allows you 20 funnels. And you're able to use those funnels then to either basically build a business, but you're also able to use those funnels for your own products, your own stuff that you want to sell, which could be affiliate marketing, it could be a physical product, it could be a course, it could be your coaching, it could be education. The possibilities are absolutely endless. And so I definitely highly recommend using ClickFunnels as a income stream, because it's something that you will use long term. Very easy and simple. As I've shared, I did an in-depth training on how to actually set up a funnel, showing you examples of some of my funnels that you can use within Foreclosure Hacks. So definitely check that out. And of course, this promo here, the One Funnel Away Challenge, where you're pretty much going to get paid for all the traffic that you drive. So the great thing about ClickFunnels is the fact that you get paid for driving traffic. They've allowed participation in their growth. You're able to actually make money as you go along through their affiliate programs, and they're always coming up with more and more to be able to help people earn more, such as this challenge now. So I highly recommend that you get involved. ClickFunnels.com, click the link to be able to check that out and take the 14-day free trial. See what it's all about, and it doesn't cost you anything. And just basically take a look at it, but you won't be disappointed. I can promise you this is one of the greatest assets that I've actually acquired in the last 5 years. So if you have any questions, you can definitely email me about this one. My email address, askrindenow@gmail.com. So this next website is a website called Flippa.com. And Flippa basically is like a hub or a marketplace where you're able to buy or sell a business. A lot of times when you're in foreclosure, you have to actually start to think outside the box and also think like an investor. Because in some times or somewhere along the line, let's say, for example, you're in a situation where you have some money put away and you have not paid the mortgage in a number of months. You tried to offer the mortgage company, but then they said no, and you tried to reinstate the mortgage. And so while you're working through trying to get it on loan modification, the good idea would be to actually think like an investor and start putting money to work. So you might be in a situation where you have several months a mortgage saved up. The mortgage company is not taking it. So during that time while you're working something out, you can take that money and put it to work. And so that's the way I want you to look at this, because when you do that, you're able to then the idea is to grow your money. So I'm not making any recommendations, anything that's going to cause you to lose money. The idea is to grow it. Now, what's valuable about this website is the fact that there are people who have gone on here and posted their businesses that they've worked and developed. So they've actually done all the work, developed, set up the business, and now they put it on here and they want to sell it. Now, the idea is to actually come on here and see what is possible for you to make money off of via buying it, because you might be able to buy a business or an app or a domain that can turn around and make you money. That's what I mean by thinking like an investor. Some of the times I've actually worked on things with people that have shocked many people, because they went from not only coming out of the foreclosure situation, beating it, but they have a totally different mind renewal regarding how they saw money and how they saw basically maneuvering through circumstances, because it took them from an idea of always feeling like they were in a corner to now understanding that it doesn't necessarily mean that it's over for me. I do have a fight. And also, if I do have the small that I have, I'm going to use that for what is called a seed. One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is Genesis 8:22. As long as the earth remains, seed, time, and harvest. That is a very powerful scripture, because what it is shares with me and shows me that no matter what situation I'm in, as long as I can get my hand on a seed, I'm able to plant that seed, And with harvest, or with time, the harvest will come. And so I want you to understand that what I'm sharing with you, everything that I share with you is stuff that is of value that can help you in some way to be able to move forward. It's all about advancement. So for example, if you can see here, it says featured businesses. This is a clothing company here. It's an e-commerce store that they're selling for $4,500. You can go through here. There are asset and digital properties on here that are more, but you go through and it's a hub. You can find something that's affordable. They actually have websites for sale. They also have domains that you can search through. They have apps. They have many offerings that you can go through and basically look to be able to see if you can acquire it and flip it. So that's why it's called flipper.com. Now, you can get more details here on the website. There's participation pricing there, but I actually recommend that you actually look through this, because this is an opportunity for you to either take on an existing business that you can grow and basically flip your money quadruple or many times over, or you can go in low level and try it out and start out with something like a domain. Maybe you just start out with the domain, see if you could actually get a domain and then turn around and sell that. That's a big business as well, because there are people who actually buy domains, sit on it with the intent of selling it off when a company or the necessity arises for companies who may need use money that basically don't risk it all, basically use portions and then test and then keep moving forward that way. All right. My next income hack on how to make money online while you're in foreclosure would be Instagram. I know there's so much information online regarding Instagram, Facebook, and how to make money, but what I want to show you today is specifically regarding a way that you can develop a business using Instagram without actually being forward or putting yourself out there. And that would be through what is called a repost account. Some people call it a feature account, but I call it a repost account, because what you're doing pretty much is you are actually becoming a curator of information. So the way it works is you choose a specific niche. You choose a topic, whether it's sports, whether it's family, whether it's fitness, it could be makeup, it could be any industry. And basically what you do is you develop a page, an Instagram page around that topic or around that niche. All you're doing pretty much is you're curating content, and you're putting all that content in one place. That's what a feature account is. A feature account is an account basically that will go ahead and get information from everywhere and put it in one source. Now, this is not something that's new. This is basically what we've grown up doing and listening and basically being exposed to via magazines, via TV, such as CNN, Sports, ESPN. Those people don't own the content. What they do really is they're known for a specific niche. CNN is known for news, world news. ESPN is known for sports news. What do? ESPN doesn't play basketball. ESPN, what they do is they film the content and then actually distribute it on ESPN. Online, there's been a new crop of people who've understood this concept and created large businesses around this concept of actually becoming a niche curator in one specific space, and then honing all that and becoming a source for that information, so that people who want to know about specific topic go to that place to be able to get the news on it. So one of such accounts is eNews. They have a large following on Instagram, 13.2 million. You have other repost accounts such as the Shade Room. Shade Room, again, they don't own their own content. All they do is repost things. Shade Room has over 15 million. So now these repost accounts have so much value because they get paid many ways. They can get paid per post. They can get paid to actually do a sponsorship. They get paid to actually do events. They get paid for affiliate marketing. There are a lot of ways to basically monetize something like this, and you can almost start immediately. So the goal with the feature accounts is that you build it up, to a certain point. And at some point, what you could do is go over to this website called viralaccounts.com. Viral Accounts basically is the influence exchange platform. What it does is allows you to either sell what your influence is or buy influence. So it's pretty much the exchange place for the people who have the influence versus the ones who need to leverage that influence to be able to reach their audience. And you can go onto this website and basically, like I said, it says start buying and selling your social media influence. So this is a great place you can peruse and see influencers who may be in that niche, and see what they're doing, see what their prices are, because as you build up, you can be able to get an idea of what you can charge. Now, one other website that you can check is called socialbluebook.com. It gives you an idea of what your value is and what you should be charging based on your size. As you build up the repost accounts, it doesn't mean that you have to be in the millions to be able to make money. It depends on how you're trying to make money. So I'll give you a perfect example of a repost account or a feature account, someone who's unknown, who's making over $100,000 a month. And that is this guy, dinarrecaps.com. He developed this website a few years ago, and he developed his account, his repost account, his feature account a few years ago, all surrounding around the Iraqi dinar and that currency, and everything having to do with the valuation of the currency, the positive, the negative, everything having to do with the Iraqi dinar. And it actually became an incredible business. I mean, wow, what he's done with this website, and basically the whole premise of repost and featuring. And none of this information is theirs, curate, is their own, it's not their originating to them. What they do is they curate. They pull from different blogs, they pull from different sources, and all they do is they repost it. Sure, you can definitely start a repost account today. It's free to do it on Instagram. Just choose a niche and basically start posting. Make sure that everything is related within that niche. And then you want to also use hashtags. Research and do the most popular hashtags for that niche. And you're going to find that people will start following you, and you can start monetizing almost immediately, because the companies that are interested within that niche to reach those audiences would start being able to pay you to be able to get to them. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to become this extremely popular high number of followers individual on Instagram to make money. I know people making money in thousands of dollars without actually having much following at all, but it's because of the niche, because they're niche down, and the quality of the concentration of their following. So understand that repost accounts are key.
So this next income source is a unique one, and it's actually, I always smile when I actually think about this website because it's such a great idea. It's a website called stylelend.com. So Stylelend is pretty much a website and platform that allows, get this, women and people to lend their style. So in essence, you're able to post anything on here that you have in your closet. You're able to monetize your closet by putting a dress, bags, shoes, whatever it is that you have that is of, pretty much fairly new condition. I can tell you from, my wife is an influencer, and she has an entire room full of stuff, and there are things, many things in dresses that have tags on them that she doesn't wear. So I can tell you that, it's a great way, because when you're looking at a foreclosure situation, you're looking around you to see everything that you can get your hands on to be able to make money with. And so this is a great opportunity because it allows you to actually put your clothing on here, charge a price for it, and lend it out, rent it out to someone. Sometimes women are not in a position to go out and get a new dress. They have an event that they need to go to. There's a function, there's a gathering or a trip that they need to take. And instead of them going ahead and buying something new, if they're able to rent it for a fraction of the price, they would prefer that. So they do recommend that the pricing be competitive when you are putting your property and your accessories or your bags or your shoes or whatever it is on there to be able to rent it out. Instead of having that stuff just basically sit in your closet, you're able to lend your style out and make money from it. They pay via Venmo and PayPal. And also there's a policy on basically protecting you as far as your insurance, making sure that your product returns to you safely.
and they have it all systemized. You know, when you actually get an order, they have the label to ship and also return. And so the people who are lending or using the website are also screened as well, and they're accountable as well. And so if you have like an old Chanel pocketbook or Louis Vuitton or even Gucci or whatever it is, and you can put it on there, you know, and make money from it. You charge a price. StyleLend does keep about 20%, and you know, it is a win-win for everyone. And so it's kind of like monetizing your closet. Very interesting concept. Very easy to get paid, and it's a great one to check out. All right, so this next income source would be a website called Nexus Notes. This is a very great concept because they are one of the leading peer-to-peer education platforms out there. They match peers, people who have taken courses, come through college, come through school, and actually have notes that help them to get through that with people who are now coming behind. So as we know, the educational system is constantly rolling. People are leaving school and people are coming in. What better way for the people who are actually now learning than to actually chime in and give a glimpse or get a glimpse of the notes of those who've already taken a class and passed it successfully. That's what Nexus Notes does. They pretty much are a hub to be able to buy and sell notes. They're able to post their notes for sale on here. And people who are now going in to take that class or those curriculums is made easier because it's valuable to them to be able to see the notes from people who have actually gone through it and passed. So you can go on there and search the notes. Once you sign up, you can sell your notes, and they have 100% money back guarantee on there. So this is like what I was talking about when it comes to using everything that you have. So let's say you graduated and you have notes sitting in your garage. Well, you can monetize those notes by actually putting them on here because, you know, there are people who actually need that. That's valuable to them. It may be something that you're done with school and that's been years ago, but the knowledge and the stuff that you've gone through, specifically with notes that help you navigate and get through to be able to get successfully done with the curriculum in the school, that may be a treasure to someone else. And so this is a great way, again, this is like putting everything out on the table to be able to monetize every aspect of what you have at home. This is what we actually do. We have dozens of hacks, ways to be able to give you, to be able to show you how to generate money, to be able to help you. And so you might have this working for you where you have notes that were just gathering dust. You can put this on here and actually start making money with it. And who knows, you may have a college student who, you know, one of your children just came out of college or is currently in and they want to sell their notes. You know, you put it out there, everything can be monetized. So get more information, go to nexusnotes.com. This is an awesome website, and it's a great hub to be able to buy and sell notes and compare and help people get through to the next level. All right, guys, so this next income stream or income recommendation that I have is a website called takelessons.com. And so Take Lessons is pretty much a hub to connect teachers and students. That's why it's called Take Lessons. There are many people who are retired, many people who are working and maybe looking for additional income, and their situation doesn't allow them the time to be able to go out and get another physical second job, etc. And so this is a great website because it allows them to be able to pretty much teach what they know. I have a family member who's elderly and that's retired and that actually put onto this and is now making money with this. And so Take Lessons, what they do is pretty much they match make people who want to learn this particular skill, or it could be a language, it could be anything. And the people who are willing to and able to and capable of teaching them, they match them together. So if you are someone, you know, on the consumer end who wants to learn how to sing, acting, you want to learn how to speak Spanish, you want to learn how to basically prepare for a test, drums, you name it. There's hundreds of lessons on here that you can learn but it's an awesome website. It's an awesome platform. I've heard a lot of great things about this. And like I shared, I've referred a family member who's now using it and making money with it. And so that's what Take Lessons pretty much encompasses. They allow them to be able to set up a profile. There's no monthly pricing. There's no subscription fee for the teachers. They can basically go ahead and sign on with whatever skill set they have and whatever they want to teach. And then there are students that basically the website drives, and the students can then see your profile and sign up to be able to take your class. As far as payment is concerned and how much money we're looking at, they have a minimum. Your lesson has to be more than $15 and up. Also, the other thing too is that you set your pricing. So it's recommended that you research and find out what comparable teachers in your area and location are charging and be competitive. One thing I don't recommend is making your price too low, because then what's going to happen is students going to basically think that, oh, well, it's too cheap. So, maybe the quality of what you're teaching is not there. You don't want that. You want to be competitive. And even if you want to go higher, because it's been found that on this website in particular, the people who actually place their prices in the competitive to high end portion, they get a lot of lessons booked. So Take Lessons will take money or percentage up to your first 5 lessons. The great thing about it is that the website, it scales. The more lessons you teach, the less money they take. So anything after 5, you're taking less money, all the way up to 16 lessons. After 16 lessons, then you're looking at pretty much, making about 90% on all your teaching gigs and everything that you book. So this is a great income stream for you to check out. It's a great way to make money online, especially if you're in foreclosure. You need to do something where you're working from home and you're working remotely, especially for my people who are retirees, who are out of the military and looking in between trying to find something, or people who are out of a job and looking to make some money online. This is a great website to check out. I highly recommend it. And if you have any questions, go to their website, takelessons.com. There's also a phone number you can actually call and get a hold of someone and speak to them regarding the opportunity. All right, guys. So this next website is a website called People Per Hour. Now, one of the most important things I can share with you when you're dealing with a foreclosure situation, you need to get money right away. I always recommend to people that they need to do consulting, because consulting is something that will basically be an immediate exchange. There are people out there who have projects and things that they need done. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to basically exchange your value and your time to be able to help them accomplish that and get paid immediately. Many times when you're dealing with situations where you need to come up with money fast, you need to take on something similar. Now, years ago, before the gig economy and before the way things are with being able to do and make money online, they would call that a temp job. Nowadays, they call it freelance work, also consulting work or gigs. People Per Hour is a website that allows freelancers to connect with people who need projects done. You go on here, you post your project, and what happens, basically a freelancer looks at it, reviews it, and then connects with you and, basically gets into agreement with you to do the project. You need as much money coming in quickly, and you're able to do these projects remotely from where you are. All you need sometimes is a computer and a printer, but maybe not even that. Sometimes you can just use your computer, and depending on what type of project it is. There are always people out there looking for help. If they can exchange their money to be able to buy your time in order to accomplish what they need, they will do it. There are a lot of people, there are millions of people online. So understand that doing these freelance gigs are a big help to basically help you remove some of the financial burden that you're dealing with and get the help and get the money together that you need very, very quickly. So this website here, you can go on here and pretty much create a profile. It's free, there's no subscription, and you can post what your hourly rate is. You would actually post your hourly rate, and you would post what your capabilities are. There's a scripture that's one of my favorite, and I always actually like to read this and remind myself, because sometimes when you're pursuing things as an entrepreneur and you're facing situations where sometimes you run into hurdles like what you're dealing with now, and you're trying to figure out a way to be able to push past, you can get clouded. You can get clouded by all the negative things and all the things that seem to like pull you down. Always remember that you have value. Money is not going to follow you because of tears. It's not going to follow you because of your sorrow. It's not going to follow you with anything. Money follows value. So there's a scripture in the Bible, it's one of my favorite, and I'm going to read it to you. It's 1 Corinthians 12:11. And it says, God's various gifts are handed out everywhere, but they all originate by his spirit. So it's very important because God has distributed gifts to all of us. All of us have value placed inside of us in one way or another. We need to discover that value, discover those gifts, and then those gifts are what are going to cause us to be monetized. And so you get paid hourly. The client posts a project, you guys agree to actually go into work together. And what they do with them is that they actually take the money and put it in an escrow or hold it. So they have money that they've prepaid that's being held by people per hour. And once the project is completed, everything is fine. Your money gets dispersed to you and distributed to you immediately. So it is something that is a great source for you to actually check out. I recommend that you actually do look into it and see if it's something that you can probably put your resume on, put your capability if you have any kind of experience with working with pretty much anything, because people actually look for help with what they need that they don't have expertise in. So you want to basically put yourself out there. If you don't put yourself out there, you'll never know. So it's better to put yourself out there, especially if it's not going to cost you anything. And if you get an email, an alert letting you know that, hey, someone wants to actually work with you, that's great. Now, if you research this, and you can check this out online, but studies show that more than 20% of people who do freelance work make well over $100,000 a year. So it is a viable thing to do, working freelance and working online. I can tell you as an entrepreneur that is a digital entrepreneur with various businesses online, I can tell you that online is where it's at, and consulting, giving people value, helping them to be able to complete either a project that they have going on, or some people might hire you long term. You may be able to get the secondary or the third job from here, but doing it from your home, doing it from your laptop. So you'd be surprised at the amount of things that you know and the value that you have, what you're sitting on, that is your potential. I always share this, that it's all in the seed. So you want to make sure that you actually always keep that in mind. It's all about the seed, time, and harvest. Anything that you're looking to try to get out here, you have the seed inside of you. You have to start with looking around what you have with you, and that is going to be the key to take you to where you need to be. All right, guys. So this next one here is a very interesting one. It's a website called rover.com, and it's actually an on-demand dog walking service. Many people have pets, love pets. We live pretty much in a pet-loving country, and whether you are a pet person or not, this is an excellent way to make money. They have offerings from everything from basically dog boarding to house sitting to drop-in visits, doggy daycare, dog walking, and you can schedule it. People travel, people work, so they have different dog sizes. And as many know, dogs are like, your pet is like your family. If you grow up with the pet and you have so many memories, they're pretty much virtually family to you. So you want to make sure that they're taken care of, and you want to make sure that they're in good hands whenever you're leaving them in the care of someone. So this is a responsible service. There are a few of them out there. There's another one called WAG, but Rover is probably one of the most popular and most trusted. You can sign up to be a dog sitter or dog walker. To give you an idea, for a 30-minute walk, you can expect to probably make somewhere in the neighborhood of $20. And for an hour, you can make between $30 to $40. So if you were to actually do Rover part-time, the general threshold for people who work with Rover part-time is about $1,000 a month. And people who actually do this full-time, they're looking at about $3,300 to $5,000 a month. So it's substantial. You know, you can make several thousands of dollars doing this, especially if you're a pet lover and you don't mind actually dealing with pets, taking care of them, and you know, bonding with them. And so this is a great opportunity for you to actually, if you are someone who is into that, they have locations and opportunity all over the country, as you can see, and you can connect via the app. The people who actually use the service are looking for reliable sitters. And so you can actually place yourself in that position to be a pet loving walker, you know, sitter, and make yourself available and make some money. All right, so this next way to make money online is a website called swagbucks.com. So Swagbucks is pretty much a free online rewards platform. They allow you to actually sign up for absolutely free, and you're able to do and make money and earn rewards on everything that you would actually do online anyway. A lot of times we do so many things online subconsciously, and this allows you to actually earn money and earn some sort of reward for the things that you're going to do anyway. So as you can see up here, they have here web and search. You can actually search online and earn through Swagbucks. You sign up, is absolutely free. After you join, you have several ways that you can monetize. You can actually get cash. You can get gift card or gift rewards. You can earn points, what they call swag bucks, that are counted and converted to money or rewards in a form of giving you a gift card back. And so there are many ways also additionally that you can make money with swag bucks, such as, you know, you can shop online. There are also surveys available. You can also watch videos and give reviews, and et cetera, et cetera. And it's a great way that people actually have been able to save some money and earn not a ton of money just for this particular income one, but it is something that's rewarding because you're able to offset some of the things that you would spend money on. Remember, it's the small foxes, it's the small things that add up. For all of us, if we look at how much we spend specifically when you're dealing with a situation where you're trying to deal with your property and all of that, check your bank statement. You're going to find out that it's the small expenses that eat up. Because when you turn around, you look and you say, wow, man, you know, I made this amount of money. How come I'm only left with this? Because you have all these small expenses, you know, $5 here, $7 here, $10 here, 15 here, 20 here. And if you can earn and save money by not having to spend it, let's say you have one of your children's birthdays coming up and you need the money, you can join Swagbucks and earn the money to be able to pay for that, you know, because they have a lot of different options here for you to earn not only Swagbucks, but you can earn rewards via cashback at, you know, with gift cards and all, and et cetera. And so they're connected with some of the top retailers, Amazon, Target, and they're really one of the leading websites for this type of need in the marketplace. And so swagbucks.com, I do highly recommend it. I've heard a lot of great things about it, and I have some family members that do use it and also make money with it. And so if you have any questions, go to their website, swagbucks.com. There are many ways that you can actually earn money here, but it's a great way for you to specifically offset small expenses that you're going to be incurring over time. And so sometimes with all these things combined, the picture becomes better for you because you have ways to be able to make lump sums of money. And then also you have ways to be able to make money in smaller increments that offset the small things. So if you don't have to spend money on that, that money's never left your account. You have more money and you're better off to be able to move forward.